Are you at least? Hey, there's live.
Hey Tanner. Hey, let's open up the show here. Let me play the opening video. Tanner, we need 10 more minutes of your time, buddy.
Okay.
That was just first take, Tanner.
Hey, that's fine.
Give them the stink eye back.
Yeah.
Holy smoke.
Hey, they might be done by the time we get done, so let's keep it going.
Hey, I apologize to folks out there watching.
Nobody was watching, Ron. So.
Can we blame it on you, Jason, since you were late? We were waiting on Jason. That's what Tanner.
I would actually prefer that. I would actually prefer that, to be honest. So here, let's do it. Hold on. Let's do the whole thing. Ready?
Hey guys, welcome to Outlawed Live with Ron Stone and my co-host Jason Schultz and Tanner Michael from the Putnam County Fair.
Yeah, hi.
How are we doing tonight, guys? Good to see you all. So
hey, we got good practice session in, Jason.
I like that. Yep. I like that. Hey, we're talking Unionville, Missouri, Friday, September 8th, Putnam County Fair. It's a blast. I'm going to bring up some video, Ron, while you and Tanner from the live stream from last year. For those of you that can't be there, there's nothing better in the whole world than being live at a truck and tractor pull. But if you can't be there, we're going to give you the second best thing, which is outlawpulling.tv. So, Ron, take it away, my man.
Yeah, Tanner was actually saying really good things about Outlawed Pulling TV a few moments ago. Of course, we weren't live, but so we'll have to get him to reiterate
plug it again. Yeah.
But he's at the fairgrounds, Putnam County Fair in Unionville, Missouri, where we'll be a week from Friday. Tanner, tell us what's going on there. You're getting things ready for the fair, the pull, or what?
Yep. So right now we're getting all the snow fence up for spectator parking and the demo derby and the tractor pull parking and all that right now. We got to put that up and take it down every year. We got, 15 or 20 volunteers up here right now. And it's a nice evening. We're not sweating our butts off like we were last week. So, but yeah, we're getting ready. We've got 3 or 4 different machines up here, level and gravel, doing a bunch of things right now. So we'll probably be working up here about every night this week, trying to get everything ready. As you can tell, there is the pulling track right there, and it is still green. So we're kind of tossing around the idea when to open that up and start giving it a little bit of drink. I mean, we're on the dry side, but as you can tell, the grass is still pretty green. I mean, we're mowing every 4 or 5 days, so hopefully there's moisture down there. We don't have to kill ourselves trying to put water on it this whole week. So, but everything's shaping up. Everything's looking good. Looks like the next week's supposed to be pretty good weather, and that's what usually a tractor pull or a fair kind of hinges on, is weather. So, yeah, all good things.
Yeah, it could be hoodie weather by next Friday night. The way things are going with the weather here.
Yeah, most definitely.
Now,
which is good.
Yeah, definitely. You guys have some music acts there as well. Like Thursday night, I know some of the pullers come in early to go watch the music acts there. Who do you have there Thursday night?
So Thursday night will be our main stage entertainment. We've got a pretty good side stage. All the bells and whistles and lights and sounds. So for Thursday night is Chris Cagle. He's got several big hits. If you're Yeah, if you're any type of country music fan, you've probably heard of him. And then, of course, Friday night's a big tractor pull here. And then Saturday night, I know you guys have got an event in Buckner, but we do have a pretty good concert here on Saturday night, which is our last night of the Putnam County Fair. And we're bringing in Tyler Farr on a Saturday night. He's kind of a new up and comer. I think some of the younger crowd will enjoy him. So we got some for everybody. I was talking to Ron before Jason got on. So our fair starts Tuesday, this coming up Tuesday, and Tuesday will be the Bull Buck Out, which is kind of like the Outlaws. We hire a promoter to bring in bulls, and contestants show up, and it's just like a mini PBR. They'll be right here on the track is where they'll set up the chutes and everything, and people will watch from the grandstands and everything. We also intermission have mutton busting going on, so that's really growed in the last 3 or 4 years. And then Wednesday is our demolition derby night. So there's something for everybody here, whether you're into horses, motocross, or motorsports, or big stage entertainment. There's something for everybody here at the Putnam County Fair, I think.
Your little guy will be doing mutton busting for too long.
We got an ATV rodeo, a little kids rodeo on Saturday morning, and he'll probably be more into that than he will be riding sheep, I think. So
good deal. You're raising a gearhead just like you, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So I think you told me this already, but we weren't live yet. But there's one price to get into the fair, and that gets you into everything, right?
Yep. So Friday is the whole fair is a one-pay fair. So if it don't matter if you're coming for a concert or the tractor pull, you pay one price, and it varies per night. But Friday night is $30. We'll get you into the gate no matter what time you're here. You can be here at 9 o'clock in the morning. You get to travel through all out the fair and see it all, and just for $30. But kids 12 and under getting free. So if you got little kids, 12 and under getting for free. We want the young kids to be involved and be entertained too. So
it was an awesome event last year, Tanner. We had a great time there. It was a great pull. Looking forward to coming back.
Hey, now we do have new sound guys, so I don't want Jason, you guys getting into fights anymore.
That wasn't me. I was good. Hey,
I'm going to take the blame for that one. I'm going to take the blame. I just asked him to turn it up a little bit, and he didn't like it. So
well,
it was actually kind of nice.
Yeah, that was not the first time. He was kind of a rascal that week, so we decided to go with somebody else, a little more professional, and work with them throughout the fair. So they're good, I think.
Good deal. So now people can pick out their seats whenever, right? If they come early, as soon as the fair opens, they can claim their seats.
Yeah. So like I was telling Ron, usually, Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening, people will be starting to stake their claim right in front of them bleachers right there and their lawn chairs. By Friday midday, it's usually, you've kind of got the back row selection by that point because everybody's, got the goodie spots. So, but like I was telling Ron earlier, last year, you see those big grandstands there. If I can focus in on it. Yeah, there you go, right there. They came from the neighboring county's football bleachers. They were getting new football bleachers, and they just donated them to us. Of course, we got to take them down and re-erect them, but, I think we figured up, it's an additional 500 people or something, if you sit real close together. So seating usually is not an option. Now we've grown, last 3 or 4 years. Well, actually, for 10 years, we've grown every year just a little bit. 10 years ago, we had those little aluminum bleachers you can move around with, with skid steers and stuff like that. And we had some flatbed trailers and stuff. And it's neat to see kind of the evolution, even my time on the fair board, which is, I think, is my 7th or 8th year, but just the evolution of the grant, the seating and all that. And that's just not at the track, but at the staging area too. So
probably the most important question, Tanner, who's going to be driving the tractor next Friday night, you or your dad?
Well, hopefully me. I don't know if I'm bad luck or not, but the last couple of times I've been on it, it does not want to cooperate. The only thing that's going to really set me back is my wife, Kate, right now is like 34 or 5 weeks pregnant. And the doctor's like, there's a possibility, we could deliver early if things, we're going up to Des Moines. So I'm like, it's probably my luck that the new baby will decide to try to come here probably the Friday of the fair as a tractor pull. So it's just what it is. It is what it is. But if I'm here, we probably haven't had the baby yet. If I'm not, I'm going to be with a new kid. So
well, congratulations on that. I didn't even know that she was pregnant.
That's awesome.
Yep.
That's
awesome. I planned it really well by the calendar, as you could tell.
I was just going to say, yeah, that was a lot of thought went into that, Tanner.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
So you have a neighbor up there. Do you have to deal with that Jerry Mullenix guy very often up there?
Oh man, I do. He
well, he's in the senior home close to the fairgrounds, so he can walk.
Yeah.
Over.
Yeah, he lives right there in that apartment building right there. Him and Connie do. So no, he's when it comes fair time, he makes sure that if we don't have it up here, of course, you guys have been around Jerry. He knows everybody. I mean, if we got a problem, he knows a guy that has a solution. So he's invaluable. He's invaluable when it comes to putting on a tractor pull. I'm telling you.
It's always valuable to have somebody around that knows a guy. So
yeah, and Jerry Mullenix is that guy for sure.
So the beer garden will be going strong. Any live entertainment at the beer garden, or just?
Yep. So no, we got right after the tractor pull. Will be they're called the DDR band. They're kind of a local band, but I'm telling you, they put on a hell of a show. They play all the it's kind of like you, Ron. I mean, they play kind of classic rock and kind of older country, and everybody can kind of stomp their feet and clap their hands and sing along to. So
sure.
It goes really good with ice cold Miller Lite. So
I was going to tell you, make sure you stay hydrated out there working tonight.
yeah, I think it makes the work night go a little bit quicker.
All right, buddy.
Tanner, what do you got on your shirt, Tanner? Somebody likes your shirt. One of the fans.
Turbo.
Yep, so that's Yep, that's Connor Machine. He does our engine work in Green City, Missouri. He's a sponsor of the Putnam County Fair too, and the shirt's about getting weathered on me. I'm going to have to retire one of these days. So
that's just when they're starting to get comfortable, man.
Yeah, that's why I'm wired right now.
Jerry told Kurt today they're laying a new cement pad for scales. Can you confirm this rumor, Tanner?
I can't confirm nor deny, but I think that's going to happen. Of course, we're we're about 10 days away, so something's going to have to come together. But yeah, you can tell there's the announcer stand right there, and then the scales will be right behind it, and we're wanting to put another pad there for the hitch height and stuff like that. So it shouldn't be that big a deal. I mean, just a pad there. So I think we can get that done.
Awesome. So, man, we won't keep you. We want you to get back to work, get things done, and we'll bring you on again next Tuesday, man. Looking forward to it.
Yep. For the pullers that haven't been here before, like I told Ron, we're having 3.0 diesel pickups this year too. Earlier the better is your friend. I mean, we do have some pretty good parking, but it's always hard to tell, how many competitors you're going to have. And, the later you roll in, probably the worst parking you're going to get. So if you're not picky, you're going to be out of there after the pull. That's fine. If you're going to stay overnight or something, I might get here a little bit earlier than later just so you have a good level spot to stay and all that. Because I know Buckner is the next night, which is, what is it, Ron? A couple hours from here probably?
Yeah, I don't remember exactly, but that's talking about tight pit areas. It gets pretty tight in there too. So
Yeah. Well, we're in northern Missouri, so there ain't a hell of a lot of flat ground up here to be had. So our fairgrounds is fairly flat, but some of the parking get a little bit sloped, but it's not bad.
all right.
Tanner, you've really grown that event. I mean, I've been coming down there since. I mean,
yeah, you've been down here. Oh man, probably 10 years ago.
Yeah, at least. I was announcing down there before I had my hot farm, and then we started bringing our hot farm down there.
Oh yeah.
1206. So I've watched that event grow, and it's pretty amazing what you guys have all done, Tanner. It's neat. So
yeah, I remember one time it was really touch and go. It was almost too muddy to have a tractor pull here, and we used to pull. So this is east. We used to pull going west. And there about 3 or 4 years ago, we decided to turn it around and go this way. But that year, and we were going west, and the sled was getting stuck as it was backing up. That was how muddy it was. And that's when we had PPL, and some promoters were like, what do you think about turning this whole track around? This is mid-show. We just got done with a class. We had like 2 or 3 more classes to go. And I'm like, well, hell, let's try it. And our class was up next. And the only dry spot on the track was the chalk line. And I tried it and was in first place. And then your tractor shows up about the last puller and beats me at my hometown pull. So
it happened.
Yeah.
Almost 3 hours from you to Buckner.
Oh, okay. I didn't think it was that far, but it could be on some of them roads.
So.
It's a lot of county roads. I drove it last year. So
yeah.
Right away.
Well, Tanner, thanks for taking the time out, man.
Yep.
Looking forward to it. Save us a slot next Tuesday night, and we'll bring you on again.
Okay, sounds good. Just
Thanks,
let me know.
Tanner. Have a good one.
Thank you. Yep, bye.
Yeah, Tanner.
Tanner Michael.
I'm going to put their overlay back up on the screen, Ron. This is for their event coming up again next Friday, Putnam County Fair, Unionville, Missouri. That was Tanner Michael. Of course, they got the snuffy 4.1 limited pro, him and his dad Nick, and they're good people. And that, honestly, Ron, I know you've been there a couple of years now, but that event has grown a bunch the last couple of years.
Yeah, so. I actually announced it a couple times with PPL before I joined the Outlaws.
Yep. I worked with Chris Kirkowite down there for years, and I think I started going down like 2010-ish, somewhere in there, Ron.
Okay.
And it's not a bad drive from Wisconsin because it's northern Missouri, and once you get through Iowa, you just kind of cross in, and there it is. And it's always that first Friday, or I guess that first Friday after Labor Day.
I was kind of panicking when I was starting the show here, and I noticed none of my videos were there, none of my overlays were there. I was like, "What is going on?" And as soon as you hit that go live, they all pop up. So
you were in the member, and I'm gonna train you on the air. We have 8 different brands on here. You got to click on that Outlawed Live, so that switches you over into all of those. So, because it was still set up last night from Let's Grow Pulling, but all your stuff should be in there that you put in there. So, yep.
No worries, got it all now. It's I was downloading stuff as I was talking to Tanner. I wasn't even live, so I apologize for being late. That's on me for not clicking the right button there. So Unionville, Missouri next Friday night. Always an awesome show there. Look forward to going back.
And for the pullers too, it's nice to go from Friday to Saturday, and it's not like an 8-hour run between the two. So it's all good. Austin Fuchs checking in from Larchwood. He runs around with Ulmers. Jeff Lobner said the Nebraska State Fair didn't stream very well. Jeff, I need to know if it's almost got to be your internet, Jeff, because we had no complaints on Nebraska State Fair. We had some humming in the sound Saturday night from Madison, South Dakota. There were some cords that some people decided that they didn't need to be connected anymore. And Ron did warn me and told me to tape them, but I didn't. And now we carry extra electrical tape with us. So Jeff, let me know what didn't stream very well, because it could have been on your end. Because honest to God, I thought the stream went very, very well. Because my phone blows up if something's wrong, and it should, because we want it to be good.
And in addition, Jeff, you can go to Outlaw Pulling TV, the website, and click on the help section there, and they can actually diagnose while it's going on exactly what the problem is. And it very well could have been your internet, because like Jay said, we didn't have any complaints on video at all.
Yeah. So I just want to know what was wrong, or because what we want to do is, Jeff, is I'm not being defensive. I just want to fix it.
Right.
If it's on our end, we want to fix it. If it's on your end, we want to get it fixed, because we're trying our butts off to make outlawpulling.tv pretty awesome. So,
Yeah,
but
don't
I
hesitate.
have watched that show, and I didn't see anything on there that was I know we had a little bit of, once we forgot to turn the sound back on after a couple of commercials
That was it. That was
late
the
in
only
the
thing.
show. But yeah, I want to know. I want to know what's going on there, Jeff.
And that goes for anybody. If you're having troubles with picture or sound or anything, don't hesitate to go on the website, outlawpulling.tv, and click on the help section there. And they can diagnose exactly what the problem is. I've seen it done. It's pretty amazing that they can go in and figure out exactly what the problem was.
Because I will admit, we have not been perfect this year. We've had some sound issues, we've had some video issues, but we've learned as the year went on. And if something is wrong, I want to fix it. But it's not always on our end. I have found out.
The legend Fred Petch says the broadcast was good.
Okay, nice. Well, but again, I want Justin to be happy too, because he's obviously a paying customer.
Yep.
Well, I want to make sure everybody's good to go. I'm just flipping through comments here. Again, welcome to Outlawed Live with Ron Stone. He is the host. I am your gracious co-host. Lori Bauer is looking forward to coming to Unionville this year. Lori has a new haircut. She looks beautiful. I think, Ron, don't you think that she looks like she's like 39 now, don't you think, instead of 42? So
I would say 38. 38.
I hope she just spit out whatever
get in.
she's drinking.
I just want to get in
hope she
ahead
just
of you
spit it
there
out.
on kissing up there.
Eric Claypool says, Ron, you're my hero. Eric Claypool,
I know,
we need,
Eric. Hey, it's a cross I bear, buddy. It's a cross I bear.
Cross I bear. So, okay, Ron, I want you to come up with a trivia question right now. I have a Coltrane hat I'm going to give away right now live on Outlaw TV. Come up with a trivia question, and the first person that puts it in there correctly in the comments, I'm going to mail them a hat from Coltrane Energy Drink.
Trivia question.
Trivia.
Who won? What team won the points in the modified four-wheel drive class in 2019?
Okay. 2019 4x4 mod
Four-wheel drive points.
and
What
with
team?
Outlaws. With the Outlaws.
With the Outlaws, yes.
Yep.
Yep. So they went
Dale
to Coltrane.
Bartels. Is it Bartels or Bartel?
It's Bartels. I cleared that with him after I mispronounced it all night long.
He's a great announcer. Ron, I got to listen to him and Ron work together in Madison, South Dakota. Russ Dostal says Claypool. 2019, is that right?
No.
Okay, that's our first guess. Austin Flute says Miller Team Faxi Lady.
Austin is correct.
Austin,
Is correct.
Austin. I'm going to put my cell phone number in the comments, Austin, and you are going to send me your address, and I'm going to put this hat in the mail to you tomorrow. Thank you, Coltrane Energy. They hooked me up with some hats. So there's my cell phone number, Austin.
Oh, it won't come through.
Because of your green.
There
There
you
it
go.
is right there. 2019
Yep.
modified forward drive champ. So there's my cell phone number, Austin. Text me your address. I'll get that hat in the mail to you. I'll write your name on it right now. I don't want to write it on the hat. I got these little sticky notes. I'll put that. I don't want you to think I'm going to write on your hat. So, are we going to get Summers on tonight?
I'm messaging him right now to see where he's at. I know he was working over here not far from me today. But when I sent him the link and told him what time, he said he gave me the K, okay, that he was good with it. So
Congratulations, Austin. And then shout out to Madison, South Dakota. That was a freaking blast. And so was the state fair. But Madison, South Dakota, the amount of people that were there, and that it's cool, the tall bleachers, and all the stuff you can do during the day. So shout out, is it Narragansett and Shellham kind of run that pretty much? They spearhead that, Ron? Or?
Yep. And you know what's cool about that place too is you see the most interesting vehicles driving around.
Yes.
There. I mean, you'll see tugs from the airport, retired tugs out there running around, crawler tractors and dozers and garden tractors and just all kinds of different stuff running around out there. It's interesting.
Dallas Todd, Jason, your shots on starting was awesome at the state fair. Well, thanks, Dallas. I owe you $20 too now. This is good. Claypool, Ron owes Claypool $20, and now I owe
What?
Dallas.
Oh,
What?
Claypool, $20. How'd that work?
For being nice to him.
Oh, yeah, well, that's kind of an inside joke that we've got there. Enjoyed worth 2 legends. Iowa State Fair.
Mark Fisher. That's my buddy Mark that was up there.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep.
Legends. Oh, I don't know about all that.
Madison crowd yeah, they're fun. They were fun to
Yes.
listen to. You guys did a really good job with them. I'm going to bring up Nebraska State Fair, the stream. I'm not going to play the sound because obviously you tuned into Outlawed Live with Ron Stone, not to listen to.
Hey, that track at Nebraska State Fair, it was very
Good.
consistent from start to finish. The Heartland guys put on a great show there.
Yep. And they had a really nice crowd at the Nebraska State Fair as well, also. So this would be four-wheel drive mods were on one track, and I feel like what it was on that other track, Ron, when the four-wheel drives were running.
I think the Heartland, at one point, the Heartland Pro Stock four-wheel drive started pulling during the modified four-wheel drive. So we had
Pam Shellen says the tractor pull committee consists of so many people, not just. Sorry, Pam. I just know you and John, basically, the Shellens and the Narragansett. So I apologize for that. But shout out to the Madison, South Dakota Fair. It was awesome. It was awesome. It was a good time for it to be there and everything like that. So good stuff.
Yeah, we can go through look at some statistics here from the weekend since we're on the
If you have any questions or comments, please type them into the comments. Ron, I'll get those answered. We're just while we talk, we're showing the Nebraska State Fair. Now, this would be the Pro Stock 4x4 of the Heartland division.
Yep, that's the Heartland. That's Jeff Weinings, the Patriot Wagon. I think he ended up third in that Pro Stock four-wheel drive class.
So from this side, you can see the whole side of the grandstands was full over there at the Nebraska State Fair. So,
and there's the winner of the modified four-wheel drive class, the Claypool's Risky Business.
With the 2 tracks, sometimes if we're back-to-back, we'll show both vehicles, and then Kaya or Kenzie, whoever's running the switch, will come back then with the replays from each track. So, and we do turn the sound down during the replay. So Ron or whoever's announced that we can continue to do that. Now, this was me now with the wireless camera back in the starting line area. I love Bronson's truck because it's got the big Tasmanian devil in the back of that Ron. So I went back and got the video of that. So it's all good. Ken Summers, imagine that he's in his truck and he's going to talk to us while he's in his truck. Weird.
Hey,
what's up, Ken?
No, this is usual, man. I spaced off. Forgot I was supposed to come and talk to you guys tonight.
Are you in Kansas or Missouri? Where are you at?
I'm in Missouri. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm actually at home. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. I know you're working over on the Kansas side.
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah.
So Buckner, man, it's going to be here a week from Saturday. You ready?
We are. We're getting there. You know, everything's coming together. We're got all kinds of cool stuff working on here.
Got a question popping up already there, Ken. Is there going to be RV parking in Buckner?
Yeah, we could probably. There would be no hookups, but we'd have a place that somebody could park an RV. It'd be probably across the street there where we have the extra hauler parking, you know.
Okay, there you go, Jim Schwartzman. If you got an RV, you can come.
After the pool's over, you can move over on the pool side if you wanted to, but the other side over there is a good place to hang out too. So
Jason's got the flyer up there. It's not technically in Buckner proper. It's at Sibley Orchard on the north side of town, correct?
Yeah, about a mile and a half north of Buckner. At the stoplight, just go north, and right at the big curve, you can't miss it.
Yeah, if you just punch Sibley Orchard in, it'll take you right to it there in your GPS. So you've got just going through the classes here. You've got on the Outlaw side, super modified two-wheel drive, limited pro stock tractors, light super stocks, the alcohol light supers, modified tractors, 10,000-pound pro stocks, and in new addition, the limited pro stock semis there this year. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. We thought we had to have them.
And that class is going to grow, Ken. There's going to be a lot more pullers in there, I think, next year even.
Try to talk my cousin into getting the truck in there.
I was going to say, you got a couple neat old trucks sitting out there at the farm. I keep seeing that Peterbilt out there.
Yeah.
When you first come in the driveway, I thought, man, that'd be a good looking puller right there.
Yeah, I'd hate to show Brett Roberts up though, so.
So now that's just one track, the Outlaw track. You've got the Missouri State tractor pullers on the other track. You got hot stocks. Is you going to bring out the Oliver for the hot stock class?
I think it's going to sit in retirement this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
That tractor's been doing some work. I passed it over there one day. It had a brush hog on it going out to do some work one day.
Oh, that's another one. Yeah, that's another
one.
Oh,
it is? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the true hot stock, it's sitting in this north side of the shed. It really needs a clutch in it.
Okay. Well, it looked as good as the other tractor. That's why it surprised me. But
the one you seen running around, that's the one that Sydney started on when she was young. And,
okay.
Then she graduated to the hot stock.
Gotcha. Hey, there's Dean Christensen. He ended up with a second place. Where he was flying down the track there Sunday, I thought he was going to get the Claypools there, the old red hot truck. We're watching video from Sunday here as we're talking, Ken.
Okay.
Can you put that flyer back up? We can look at the Missouri State classes there, Jason. Hot stock, light pro field, which those are, 6,000 pound now?
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Light super stock. There's a light super stock with them now, the Missouri State, or?
Yeah, it's their light super.
Or that light limited. I bet that's light limited. Yeah. It says light super, but it's light limited.
Yeah.
The heavy 9500 Pro Field, light modified tractors, which is just like our light modifieds. The 2.6 Pro Street diesel pickups, and Pro stock gas 4-wheel drive pickups. So there'll be a whole mess of those there too. So, and then you've got your trifecta shootout, extra money for the 4-1 class. Who's leading that right now?
So it's between the 2 paddock tractors and Sydney's tractor, and so it's going to be interesting. I haven't run the numbers to see how close everybody is. I need to print that off and look at it, but it's all pretty close, I think. So
gates open for spectators at 3:30.
Yep.
Show starts at 6 p.m. When can the pullers get in? Can the pullers get in there?
They come Unionville if they want. Even they can wheel in there. We're gonna park our truck there, headed their direction to park there to start with, and then they can just follow right in after that, and they can get in about any time.
Yeah, and just a reminder to the pullers, kind of keep them tight in there.
Yeah, we will run out of room. We just got to park close enough together you can get your doors open.
Yeah, keep them tight because we'll run out of space. And you do have some overflow parking, but we've used every bit of that in the past too. So.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. We got a concrete scale deck now. That'll be a little nicer.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, should be a good time. Hopefully we won't have it fight any rain this year.
Yeah, we won't have to bring the helicopter out. That'd be good.
Yeah.
So, Ken, we'll get you on again next Tuesday if you have a few minutes too, so we can. I just wanted to get on this early since we have a weekend off, and I thought we'd just take advantage of it and.
Yeah, for sure.
Getting the word out early here on the 2 events. We had Tanner on right before you. So yeah, Buckner, Missouri. If you've never been there, it's not far outside of Kansas City. Pretty close to the metro area. So it's always a good time there in Buckner. 2 tracks, 2 organizations. We'll be live streaming on Outlaw Pulling TV if you can't make it. But of course, if you're within an hour or 2, we expect to see you there in the stands.
We think we got Case talked into giving us red tractors to use, and we're going to have quite a few stuff in the vendor area to look at, and should be a good old time.
Your farm out there, when I go out there, I park the RV out there. It looks like a Case dealership out there.
At times, if everything.
There's lots of red out there. A couple of green ones, but they're not John Deere's. They're Olivers sitting out there, but mostly Case IH. But what's the gate price out there? What's the cost to get in?
$20, and then
$20.
6 and under's free.
Okay.
There will be a kiddie pull, pedal pull. We trying to think what else we got going on. That'll be kind of cool there. I'm sure Delton will be there with his stuff. We'll have some other food vendors. We'll have a puller meal about 4:30-ish, I think, something like that. Everett's going to do that again for us. Ought to be some pretty good eating.
Okay, awesome. So puller meal at 4:30. Pullers can get in the night before, coming from Unionville. For spectators, gates open at 3:30. Pull starts at 6. $20, and 6 and under are free. That pretty much covers it, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, good deal. Good. Now, what time did you say the pedal pull starts?
I'm not sure what time we'll do that. It'll probably be like 6-ish or 7-ish should be my guess. I'll get that ironed out, and we'll know for sure there. But yeah.
All right. Jason, you got any questions for Ken Summers here? You're being awful quiet.
You're the host. I'm the co-host. If I feel like you were dropping the ball, I would interject. But I feel like so far, Ron, you're doing a good job, and I can lay in the weeds. But I will pipe in if I think you're slacking a little.
All right, I appreciate that. Hey, that video we're watching right now from Prairie Village, South Dakota. Some of those shots of the crowd are just freaking amazing. How many people are there? Have you ever been up there, Ken?
I've never been there. No.
Yeah, they pack them in there. They're a good tractor pulling crowd. That's what we want to see at Buckner on next Saturday. We want to see those stands packed there.
Yeah, we should have a good crowd, be my guess. We usually can suck in a bunch of people. And
James Roberts says, where this at? You talking about the video or? Yeah. So you talking about the video, Jason?
I don't know because I don't know. Yeah, so the video was Madison, South Dakota, James. Where is this at? Yeah, the video is from Madison, South Dakota that you're watching right now from outlawpulling.tv. It's a replay from last Saturday night from outlawpulling.tv. So,
okay. If he's asking where the pull's at, that's Buckner, Missouri, Sibley Orchard. But okay, awesome. Well, you said you're at home right now, Ken?
Yep, I'm sitting in the driveway.
Ken, your internet never works as good. I just want to keep talking to you because I feel like every time we get you, it's like
yeah, don't go in the house.
This isn't even the Wi-Fi. This is just my phone. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but we got good Wi-Fi in the house now. I think it'll probably quit now, but I said something. But
all right,
that pull that we was at last Saturday night at Concordia down there, that really turned out nice. But it was pretty hard on Sid's tractor. I always feel bad when I drive Sid's tractor and tear it up. So yeah,
when I was talking to you earlier, you said something about tearing it down. What happened?
We got a piston that got scored up on it, and so we're gonna hopefully put some new pistons and liners in it, and get it back up and going. It ran all right, but it just had a lot of blowboy at the end of the track, and I was like, man, I think I'm setting her up for failure. So we just tore it apart.
You gonna take care of it right there at the Funny Farm?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's scattered all over the building right now. So
gotcha. Well, Ken, we'll let you go, buddy. Make some time for us next Tuesday. We'll bring you on again.
Sure. We'll have some more info.
All right,
and Monday night for Let's Go Pulling 2 Summers. So.
Okay, sounds good.
See you, buddy.
Have a good one.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Showing a replay up here. We've got Madison, South Dakota. I've just been bouncing around showing Outlawed TV up here. Somebody was watching on YouTube, said their stream was breaking up from the Nebraska State Fair. So I will tell you, if we're having problems our end, we get calls from Speed Sport, and they're telling us to fix our internet or fix our sound. So that's why I like what Ron said earlier. We want this to be a great experience for you. If the stream's breaking up on you, like we'll get emails that say your stream is down or you don't have enough signal. I get those emails immediately, and then we fix that. So make sure that you check your internet signal as well. Or like Ron said, you can go to the help section on Outlaw Pulling TV, because that's what we're watching right now is a stream from Madison, South Dakota. I just wanted to share that around there. So yeah, because Kurt got us some Starlinks this year, and we've been having better internet. So it's all good. It's all good. And the lighting in Madison, South Dakota is stupid good. I'm going to scroll ahead to the dark a little bit. After we watch Mr.
Like, it looked like LED lighting. It looked really good.
It's really, really good. Is Wiggins still winning Light Limited Pro points?
Yeah, he's still in the lead. Light Limit Pro, he has an 18-point lead over Gosler's. He's in a good position right now. So that points race will end in Spencer, Iowa. But he's been on a roll all year. So
that Madison, South Dakota track was tricky. You had to have the right line. We saw the 4-wheel drive trucks move that sled all over, trying to find the right spot. It was a driver's track to find it, and then it was fun. It was fun. It was a good dirt track. So they have like a bajillion antique hooks. I know Thursday and Friday before we get out there as well. So. But I've never seen the sled get moved that far from left to right. And during a 4-wheel drive truck class, Ron, they were looking for that line.
Yeah, they were just about setting it on the chalk line on both sides. I mean, literally, the sled was. Yeah. Speaking of Light Limit Pro, Mike Hargens had a good weekend. He swept.
Yeah.
Wild Side John Deere got first both nights in Madison and Nebraska State Fair.
Here's a nice shot. You can really see how huge the crowd is in Madison here. I was standing on the sled every now and then during the show. I'll stand on the sled like this to kind of show the fans watching at home. What I love when the big screen's there, Ron, it's so cool. I mean, that big screen adds so much to the show. And you can announce from it, and Dale, and you can, talk about what they see on the screen. It's pretty fun.
And you just watch the crowd. I mean, to any promoter out there that's wavering on that big screen, I mean, that's a huge selling point for your sponsors as well.
Yeah.
Get their names up on that big screen. It's not only on the big screen, it's also going out to the live stream,
What was your favorite part of Madison? The crowd. There was nothing better. I think if you could get some truth serum into pullers, they want to go to any pull that the track's decent or great at, and there's a big crowd. You know what I mean? So
big responsive crowd.
Yeah. They're into it. They're into it. So, and they can bring their cooler. They can bring their own coolers in, Ron. That might help their enthusiasm. Some liquid encouragement, Ronald.
4-wheel drive. Who won in Madison? I have to look here. Can't remember.
Ron, since I've been running a camera, I'm not like I don't remember that stuff like I normally do. I have to go look on the app.
I'm looking right now. Murray Thornton Thumper, that's right. He had a monster pass there.
Yeah, he did.
Derek Brown got a second with High Class Grass. They're moving up, doing well.
Yeah, they are.
And Eric Claypool got a third. Then Joe with Risky Business got first on Sunday at Nebraska State Fair. Let's see. Let's just go through them here.
Real quick,
to Dustin Van. What's that?
No, Austin's got a comment. The leaderboard. Thank you for that. Kaya made that for us. She's our one of our team members with Outlaw Pulling TV. And the only thing, Austin, we don't have perfected yet. If there's a really long name, we can't fit it all in the box. So we're working on that as we speak. But it's nice to hear that the leaderboard, that you guys like that leaderboard that we put up on the screen here. So like when you're at an Outlaw Pull, what you see on the big screen is what people see at home. Like, so right now, we got the overlays and different things like that. Like there's the leaderboard that he's talking about. So it's been fun to do that this year and really take it. We have some more ideas. We're going to get them implemented in next year as long as Kurt hires us back. Shout out. We'd like to do it again, Kurt. So if you'd let us, that'd be great. So,
naturally aspirated 2-wheel drive. And I want to announce the points champions. We crowned 3 points champions this weekend. Dustin Van Beek, Torched and Twisted, won there at Madison. Matt Phelps in the dirt, second. David James, Black Sheep of the Family, got third. And then David James, black sheep of the family. After Sunday, he is crowned the new points champion of the modified naturally aspirated two-wheel drive class. So that was the first year they've ever ran with us. There's last year's champ that was coming down the track there. He went out of bounds.
I was looking for Van Beek there. Sorry.
Light super stock ag Eleanor ripped it out the gate. 31 feet was the gap between first and second. Barn burner Corey Schluter second. Taryn Beck and the Hustler goes third for the hometown crowd there. She did a good job. The top three in light super stock ag. Light modified Wes Sievers. There's another sweep. Wes Sievers kicked butt there with the diesel powered light modified running rowdy. He won both nights.
Now was this Titan Tire or which
yes.
Was this part of? Okay, they were throwing they did the presentation with the check, right? When Dale came down, Ron.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
I think they did part. They did take part. You can see a guy over there with the Titan shirt on.
Yep.
I didn't have everybody's names from them on a list. I only had a few of the people that were involved.
If Kurt's still watching, but I'm pretty sure that because this was one of the FFA. This one I was messing with Mark Ham. Sorry, I had to do that. So.
The South Dakota FFA.
Yeah.
And that's our young guns. They donate $500 to each state FFA, and we do one presentation when we're in that particular state. And Titan Tires matches that donation for a total of $1,000. Donated to the state FFA.
There's Dale Bar. If you're watching right now, that's where that's Dale Bartels. Bartels or Bartels?
Bartels.
Yeah. He was the other announcer up there with Ron, and he does a lot of events like Heartland stuff, right, Ron? So
yep, he does.
Great voice. You guys really sound good together. So,
and he does his research. You know, he's on top of things.
Yep.
So
I paused that perfect on Lauren's face. I think we should focus on that goofy smile that Lauren has on her face. So, I want to make sure if Lauren's watching.
What's Lauren thinking in this picture? That's what.
Yeah, let's. We could give a Coltrane hat away. What's Lauren Boyson thinking at this particular moment? So.
Can we put the little thought bubble above her head there? Can we do that?
I can if you want. I mean, if you give me a minute, I can create one. So I can do about anything if you give me time, Ron. So
light modified at Madison, running rowdy. Wes Sievers first, Gage Ott second with Warhawk. Double overtime, Dalton Henry third. Cody Meyer Jetlag fourth. Blake Ott and frequent flyer fifth. Not a normal position for him to be in. He won the points, finished up and got crowned the champion of the light modifieds there for his third year in a row, Jason. Two different tractors. Light super stock, Justin Hoffman first, Green Lightning second, Addiction, Ryan Ferrick's third. Justin Hoffman, as far as points go, he's way out front now. Last one standing. He's on his way to get his second points championship in a row. Yeah, he got to walk a little bit right there at the end.
Yeah, I like what Kaya or Kenzie was running switch, and they can show the replay like that. That's fun. So here's the full shot. So you can watch those rear tires. Like that track, I mean, I saw a lot of people moving late, Ron. You know what I mean? So it was like I said, and a driver's track, that's not a rip. That's it took some thinking. It wasn't an easy for everybody just to go out and they didn't make a road, is what I'm trying to say. It was really fun to watch everybody try different positions and different things. We saw, I think, Karen Hoffman, when she drove tractor, she almost cross-tracked it, went right to left. So
yeah, there was a lot of that going on, a lot of different strategies taking place.
He was freewheeling right there. If you watch right there, that tire's off the ground.
He was one-wheeling, my friend. That was.
Oh, that's my bad. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Ron, for stepping.
Oh, you're welcome. That's what I'm here for. Yep. Wild Side, Mike Hargan's already talked about him sweeping the weekend. Light Limiter Pro. Kyle Stepanek had a good run up there. Kind of a hometown pull for him with Toxic. Kevin.
Is it that they live close to there?
Toxic?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's out of Minnow.
Oh, okay.
Kyle Stepanek. Kevin Van Manen at Rock Valley as John Deere got third in Light Limited Pro. Four-wheel drives, we talked about that. Super Farm, Chad Weisenkamp. He had the broom out this weekend as well. I think he swept.
He did.
Didn't he? He won it.
He won both.
As well, yeah.
Yep.
So Red Rock got second. Bruley Buck third. Dakota Deer fourth. Light Pro, that was a fun class at Madison. Eric Clark and Rackham went 350. I think that was the longest pull of the night.
Super Farms were last, right? Were Light Pros last?
Light Pros
were
last.
Yeah. Eric Clark had the first hook. There's Bush Light Tractor. There's
Shag Nasty second. Hostile Environment, Ryan Mitchell third. Nebraska State Fair. Let's see. Let's go to Grand Island here. Light Superstock Ag, Mark Ulmer and Eleanor swept the weekend. There's a few of them that swept the weekend there. And he had an awesome pass there, too. He went first and second, got the weapon. One pass on the weapon at Madison to get it figured out, and he comes back and takes second at the State Fair on Sunday. So he goes 1 and 2. Eleanor, the weapon, the barn burner in third, Hawkeye Hooker fourth, Tyler Spatansky in fifth.
Kevin Davis is checking in from Arizona. I talked to him earlier today, Ron. He said it was 114 degrees down there.
But it's a dry heat. It's a dry heat.
Yeah. People in the South love to hear that. They love to hear that. He said your voice sounds better today, Ron Stone. So.
Oh, it's better today?
Well, he texted me Saturday night or Sunday night at the fair and asked me if you were tired. And I said, yeah, Ron's been on a pretty good run this last couple months. His voice might be a little tired. So.
Oh, I don't think I stopped talking at the Nebraska State Fair. It was
because we had 2 tracks and it was back to back all night long. So
naturally, go ahead.
Here's a winner of your Light Pro.
Yeah,
Ron. If you don't mind, let me turn the sound on.
Yeah, absolutely. Eric Clark, Rackham John Deere.
In that area back there. Eric Clark out of Logan, Iowa, John Deere called Rackham. It's okay to cheer.
I like that, Dale. It's okay to cheer.
That is a Light Pro stock, and they are something.
So Light Pros are fun. Super fun. That's shout out to Rackham. Good to see them get the win.
Naturally aspirated 2-wheel drive in Grand Island. Black sheep of the family, David James, wins it and wins the points as well. Congratulations.
Okay. Because it was tight there, wasn't it?
The dirt was within striking distance, but the Black Sheep truck was pretty dominant for most of the year. Luke Renner got second at the fair. Matt Phelps third. Defending points champ Sean Frericks fourth with killing time, and Tammy Hunick, the Dirt Diva, fifth. 4-wheel drive trucks, Frisky Business, number 1. Red Hot, Dean Christensen, 2. Nick Christensen, 3 with Nut and Honey. Farrell Martin, 4th. And The Rock, Ted Skelton, 5th. A light modified, Wes Sievers, as I said before, swept the weekend with Runnin' Rowdy. Blake Ott, frequent flyer, takes second but wins the points. Brian Fuhr with a good hook in third, and Gage Ott, 4th with the Warhawk.
Here's Brian Fuhr right here.
That right there. That's what we've seen a lot of at. Is that the Nebraska State Fair right there?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, he had a good run. It kind of looked like how they were pulling at Madison.
Yep.
They would hook up and get loose and hook up again. It was a lot of up and down.
I want to try to find. I want to find Sievers. Here's Adam Serve. Is he second? I think he's second in the Superfield points, right? Does that sound right? Adamus?
I can
Mike
look at
Kavanaugh?
He is fifth in the points.
He's fifth. Okay, I thought he was second. I must be thinking of somebody else. Sorry. Here's
Yeah,
Dalton. That's Dalton Henry, right?
Yeah, he had kind of a wild ride. Like he was about to go over there. You can see his frustration, him hitting the steering wheel there.
Yeah.
That's a fun tractor to watch. It's
he comes out there. He reminds me of Jeff Hurt. He backs up about 30 mile an hour and hooks it and goes. So.
Yeah, 3200 super field. Now they didn't run for outlaw points on Sunday. They were pulling with the Heartland group, but I wanted to announce that Gary Kavanaugh did win the points previously already this year with Red Edge 2, his third in a row with the Outlaws with the Red Edge 2. So congratulations to Gary Kavanaugh. Yeah, he was one wheeling it there too. I mean, it happened pretty quick, but
yeah, they're going to show the slow-mo here.
Yeah, let's watch that.
Next tractor coming up on the light modified side. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go back over to the 3200 Superfield side. Gary Kavanaugh, the Red Edge 2, out of Laurel, Nebraska.
That was a wild ride there, Ronald.
Light Limited Pro Stock, as I said, Mike Hargens wins, sweeps the weekend with a wild side. Hunter Soul with spare time in second. Demon Deer, Mark Wiggins third. Inches Matter, Mike Macebrink fourth. Jim Darnell, Crazy Horse fifth.
It was nice to see the Darnell tractors out because are they out of Colorado or are they out of Nebraska?
They're out of western Nebraska. Yes, Scotts Bluff, Nebraska. Super Farm, Chad Weisenkamp, Super Farm this past weekend.
Yep.
Steve Cavan, Pride of the Farm, second. Luke Schmidt, Cornhusker Cadillac, third. Then Alan Andrews, Dakota Deer, and fourth, Bruley Buck, fifth.
Mike Hargens to the wild side, coming off a win last night in Madison South.
That's a pretty John Deere.
Yep. And congratulations to Alan Andrews winning the points in the Super Farm class. That's his second year in a row. 2 in a row for the Dakota Deer. So congratulations, all those points winners. That's 4 in the can now for the season, Jason.
I want to show you the weapons run right here. Sorry, Ron, I'm bouncing around too much.
There's
That's
Mr.
Lusetto.
Yeah. The Arcline tractor.
Zach was driving. And got to see Jerome do some flagging. I actually got to see him work because I just commented on our show, so that was good.
He's the one where we were talking about calling him Jerome, and I was calling him Jeremy, and then and he told me his last name, and I was like, "Oh, just forget it."
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, that was a good track there at the State Fair. Here's Mr. Ulmer.
Yeah, he has in 14th with that tractor. That's not where we're used to.
Mark Ulmer, the weapon, comes out of Minnow, South Dakota. Now, this tractor has been out for most of the season. It's kind of odd to look at the point standings when I go on the Outlaw app and see this tractor all the way down in 14th. Just a few seasons ago, this was your points champion. In the last couple seasons was number 2 in the points. Finished runner-up. So had some engine problems early on and had to rebuild the engine here in mid-season. So he finds himself way down in the points. Mark Ulmer and the weapon. Getting her dial.
So good pass there.
Yeah, that was good enough for second.
When did the two-wheel drives hook there? I want to show the Black Sheep's run. I feel here they are. Okay.
Yeah, that was the very first truck right there you just showed.
I remember that. Black Sheep's that T-bucket, right? The red T-bucket. There you go. That one. We're gonna show him his run. We gotta celebrate our champion.
Heck yeah.
Ronald.
Calls it the Black Sheep of the family.
Yeah, Jerry Chrysler owns that two-wheeler out of Lincoln, Missouri. Jerry, we expect to see you guys and David at the banquet in November, by the way. So they won't have such a long drive. Lincoln's not very far from Osage Beach, Jason. So
perfect.
They're pretty darn close.
And that's November 17th and 18th, Outlaw Family in the Lake of the Ozarks. What's a Margaritaville?
Margaritaville. Wasting away again in Margaritaville.
Yep. All right, keep going, buddy. I just been turning the sound on.
Well, you're good. Matt Phelps was pretty close behind, so it was pretty good little points.
Right here's Matt.
There's
right?
Matt Phelps right there.
Tucker Bartlett.
Right. Okay.
With the big block forward and it in the lead right now. Looks like we might turn the light limited pro loose first. Tucker Bartlett. At Gottenburg, Nebraska. Puts a shot at him with the.
I think maybe I was incorrect. I thought they were going to turn the light limit pro loose, and they held him there for a long time. And then
all right.
They were loose.
Matt Phelps taking it.
I'm almost positive. You know Jason Sullivan with the corn burner? I'm positive that's his old chassis when he pulled Tri-State.
Really?
Yep. If somebody could correct me on that, there's a lot of people watching the show tonight. You can tell it's getting dark out because more people are watching the show around this time of year.
I had some. I downloaded some banners here. I thought I had points on them, but I think I put them on the wrong one. Yeah, I did.
Did you put it on Let's Grow Pulling?
Yeah, I did. That's okay. All right.
No, we'll flip back to there. It's no big deal. Give me a second. That's for all your. But you see up there at the top where it says either Outlawed Live or Beer Money or whatever?
I do.
Yep, yeah. That's where you want to flip between each one. But I'll go back to Let's Grow Pulling, and then so it's in your overlays, or is it your videos?
No, there's no video. It's just overlays.
Okay, give me a second. I'll find them.
I just pulled them straight off the app.
Okay.
That's what I did. So.
Let me stop our video here for just a second. Let's see here. Yeah, Mike Renish said, I'm pretty sure that's who Jason sold his truck to. I feel like that too.
Huh. Interesting.
Did you put it in the overlay section? Oh, yeah, there's backgrounds, videos. Okay, here we go. So, boom.
Yeah,
here's your natural wheel drives.
Yep, there's your final points for. I didn't have a chance to even crop those. You can see they're right off my phone. But.
You know what? It's a great example of how awesome the Outlaw app is. That you don't even have to crop them, Ron. Just swipe it. Post it.
Yep, there's your final points results for the year in that naturally aspirated modified two-wheel drive class.
They put on a really nice show this weekend. I was impressed with this class. They did a good job. And then Super Farm, Dakota Deer.
Yep, the Andrews family dominating there at the top two. Chad Weiskamp, we were joking Sunday there. He was peaking at the wrong time of the season, sweeping this weekend. He needed to be peaking about a month ago or so. But he found his groove here recently.
Yeah, he did. Well, Dale Bartels called it. We were doing our full pull picks before. He's like, everybody's going to pick Red Rock and Dakota Deer and the Andrews Tractors. But I'm telling you, Weisenkamp, he goes there. Everybody forgets about him. So it's all good. It's all good. I'm looking. What do the star mean by some of the tractor names? What does the star mean by some of the tractor names? You know what? I don't know.
On the app?
Yeah.
That might be some internal note that Lori uses for something. I'm not sure.
It looks like, honestly, the ones with different drivers that can jump back and forth.
Yeah, I bet you're right.
I feel like that because
the Ultimate Muscle only has one driver, but
there goes that theory.
Yeah.
Jerry Gardner said that Phil Chrysler will be there. Thank you, Jerry. So Jerry has Phil has an interpreter. I like that. So. What's my next one here, Ron?
We should have
Light Limited Mod.
Light Mod. I talked to Blake. We'll get him on next Tuesday night.
Ron, you and I are gonna do a shot. We're gonna go out there and spend a whole day with them.
The Otts?
Yes.
Okay.
Mike Renish wants to know, hey, do I get a hat for that? Yeah, Renish. Renish, you come to my house right now, Renish. And you know where I live. I know where he lives too, and it's not that far away. You come get this hat right now, Mike, and we'll put you live on Facebook. The front door's open, buddy. So come on up, Renish.
You have an attack dog there, though. He's pretty quiet right now.
If you give Logan a treat, he'll call. I haven't seen him for a while, so.
Yeah, we'll start featuring the points champions starting next week. We'll start with Blake Ott and work our way all through all the points champs.
Fans, I haven't told Ron this yet. I just did, but Ron and I are going to do some shop tours, family visits this winter in the off season.
On the road.
Who do you want us to go to? Who's behind the scenes? Do you want to see? We're definitely going to do an Ulmer tour because you have to experience Menno, South Dakota before we can even explain Menno, South Dakota, Ron. But Ron and I are going to get in his bus. We're going to do like college game day. We're going to cruise around and roll into these towns and hoop it up.
Would it be possible to get all the Ulmer clan, all the Ulmer mafia in one place at one time?
So do they all live in Menno?
Craig lives in Larchwood, but I think it's like really close to Menno. Isn't it Larchwood, Iowa?
There's a thing called Google. I'll look that up. Allen's close to Mark, right? I think Allen's in Menno.
Yeah, there's several different factions of the Ulmer Mafia. I think they all get along. So
don't you watch Discovery Channel? They talk about all the mob families in New York. There was the Ulmer Mafia. Out of all the things, Ron, that you and I BS about, the Ulmer Mafia stuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Larchwood, Iowa to Menno, South Dakota.
Hey, I represent sometimes, so I'm in good with the mafioso.
It's only an hour. It's only 72 miles from Menno to Larchwood. I think we should do an Ulmer Mafia tour. But can we show behind the scenes of the mob? How does that work, Ron? Do we have to sign a waiver? Like, are they going to wear black stocking hats and like do that thing with their voice? So you can't.
They'll have to approve of everything that we do, and have a big heavy guy.
Like
beside the cameraman.
Like our ESPN show, they just we had to send it in and they had to approve it. It wasn't like we just got to throw something in there.
There's an Italian restaurant in Kansas City called Garozzo's, and it's an Italian true Italian restaurant, and the guy that does the commercials on the radio sounds like an Italian mafioso. He's, come on down to Garozzo's.
You could do welcome to behind the scenes of the Outlaw family with the Ulmer family. We'll get you like a little hat, Ron, and say hello to my little friend. And then I want a 79 like Lincoln or Cadillac. The cars with the big trunks.
The suicide door Lincoln. That's what we need.
Yeah. 3 guys would go out to the desert and only 2 would come back. Those kind of things. Hey, let's go for a ride. Say hello, my little friend. That kind of stuff. So.
The yacht shop. We got to visit the yacht shop. They got a lot of stuff going on in there.
Yep.
They're working on.
Seriously, we want to know. I'm going to write these down right now. But Ron and I are going to we're going to jump in his bus for a week, and we're just going to hammer. And Kurt, you're paying for gas. We're just going to throw that out there too.
Surprise, Kurt.
Surprise, Kurt. So we got the Ott family. We got Ulmers. So that's at Nebraska, South Dakota side. Then we got to go see who in Missouri would be fun. Where's Schluter's from? They've been pulling Outlaws for a long time.
Carrollton, Missouri.
Okay, I want to visit their shop. We should ask these people first, Ron. Do you think before we just show up or Don? Oh, Nelson's. How far do they live from Lufkin, Ron?
Well, let's look. I got this one.
You got this one? Okay.
I got this one. Let's see. There's only one Cat Spring. It comes up immediately. 3 hours.
Okay. That might be when we want to do that. Temptations. Okay. Hogs. That's Kansas, right?
Yep. That's Centralia, Kansas. Yep.
That'd be neat too, Ron, just to show all their case stuff. Because don't they have everything for case?
Yeah, Elmer's tractor. Yeah, Elmer's tractor parts there.
Yep.
Yeah, send some suggestions in here. We want some suggestions.
But Ron, I honestly think that'd be fun. I mean, I got to do it. I know you get busy with all your fair conventions and stuff, but we can do that. So.
Yeah, I agree. That'd be cool.
No, because I learned how to do the Zoom mics better with the interviews, working with full pull for their countdown to pull time, and I got one of those ordered already, Ron. So we can actually do a better job with sound than I do with my phones and all that crap. So.
Okay.
Somebody said Simons. Fisher. They're not outlaw pullers, but we can go to Simons too, buddy. That one's easy.
It would be an interesting shop to be in, no doubt.
Harley?
Simons.
Oh, geez, it's freaking awesome. Joe Bush, that's another one. That's another one. He's a big supporter of the Outlaws. So, little J Bar.
We could crash the Meister repair shop there. Yeah, Scrappy, of course.
Goodland, Kansas. I'm hoping
he's kind of out there on an island out in western Kansas, though, Russ. He's out there.
It's been fun, Ron, driving this summer, and like every state has I feel like the same. Every state's got a Rock Valley, or you know what I mean, or the different names. But I have never seen another second Cat Springs. Have you? I only know of the Cat Springs, Texas.
I know of one. Yeah, one Cat Spring, Texas. That's it. Cat Spring.
Ron, give me 30 seconds. I'll be right back.
Okay. So give us some ideas here. Some more ideas where we should tour this winter, where we should do a shop tour. We've already established the Ulmers, of course. If we can get all the Ulmers in one place, that would be super cool. Yeah, the Ott shop there, the light modified champion shop there, because they work on a lot of other people's tractors as well. House, Joe Bush Ag Repair, Scrappy shop, that'd be out in Goodland, Kansas. So we're open to suggestions here. Everything all right?
Yep, everything's fine. Okay, the Andrews. Okay, Chris Pierce. I like that.
Yeah.
I don't know who talks more, me or Alan Andrews. That'd be a good contest there. So that would be fun. That would be fun. No, we're doing this, Ron. We're gonna have to be strategic about this, but we're gonna do this.
We can hit some of our legends this way too.
Yeah, because they get jealous. They get jealous of the young guns all the time. So
it's hard to get them on. I mean, a lot of them, can't get them on. And I think somebody I'd like to get too is Gary Whip. I'd like to get him.
Yeah,
he's kind of shy about being on TV or on the radio or what have you. It's hard to get him for an interview, and he's definitely a legend. I mean, been pulling for 53 years. I mean,
you can tell the pullers that aren't used to me being down there at the starting line with that camera around, because you can just see him kind of side eyeing me. But the good news is I don't care. I'm gonna come right there, so it's all good. It's all good. It's been fun. I was following Summer Brown around there tonight. Her and Mike Mason Brink's wife. I can't think of her first name, but they were back there talking, and they saw me come with the camera, and then they took off, and then
Scattered.
they scattered on it. Patches would be good. Patches would be good. I like that deal.
Yep. There's a guy that's full of knowledge. Fred Patch. He knows a lot about the turbines, and got him and Barrett talking about turbines back in the staging area at Wisner early on Saturday of Thunder by the River. And they were just going on and on about all this turbine stuff, and it's pretty interesting, the knowledge between those two guys. Russ also gets all the cool T-shirts.
Russ is, I think, at 330 T-shirts now he owns. Wow. I think he'll tell me for sure here in a second, but that's quite a few. That is quite a few. I'm just want to flip through all the comments, make sure I got everything. I thank you for joining us every Tuesday night for Outlawed Live, guys. We really appreciate this. It's fun. It's fun to have the feedback. It's fun to hear your questions and your comments. Ron, you're my hero. I love that. Claypool.
Yeah, I've been hearing him yelling that at like every pull. I'll hear his voice, and it's like, yeah, that's funny.
It is a good time. Just bought 10 from Jeremy Roberts yesterday. There you go, Russ. So 10 of the exact same shirt. Is that the Wicked Whitetail? The Super Farm puller from Indiana, Russ? Or who is that from? I think that's Jeremy Roberts.
We had a
Ron, like this summer has been insane. Like there were some weeks we didn't know what day it was, but dude,
literally,
we're going to go. Honest to God, I feel like we're just, hey, let's head to Monette, Missouri. And then and now it's August 29th, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's September. I mean, literally almost September here. And it is literally like a flash that has went by. I know, like there were mornings I woke up and I had to think where the heck I was at, you know?
Yep. And it's not from alcohol. I promise you. It's from flat ass just being busy.
I didn't partake in too much alcoholic activities this summer at all, to be honest with you, as compared to some of the past. Was literally too tired to partake too much. So he said,
shout out to every promoter, every tech official, every announcer, every social media person everywhere. The amount of work that you guys do every weekend, it's insane, and we appreciate you, all of you, from coast to coast, across the globe. We know how much work it is to put on an event, to get sponsors, to get ready, and you always forget something. I don't care how hard you try. Oh crap, I forgot to do that, and you run around at the last second. So
yeah. Oh crap, I forgot to turn on the go live button.
Yeah. Nobody knows, Ron. Nobody knows. Only Tanner Michael. No, I was trying to book you home, and I got my whole day, Ron. I've been an hour behind all day. So
you guys boogied home Sunday night for sure, or Monday morning.
I said to Kenzie, I had to be home, Ron, by noon. I had conference calls every 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I had Let's Grow Pulling last night. So we got done 9:30 at the Nebraska State Fair. Does that sound right? About 3.5 hours.
A little over 3 hours. So yep. Yeah.
So and we had everything kind of picked up by 10:30. And then I called you to say goodbye, but you were cleaning up, and there was a little angle for me to shoot out up between the two stones there, between the Jersey barriers. And I said to Kenzie, I'm crawling the back and sleeping. You wake me up. And she woke me up in Des Moines and said, your turn. And we got home. It's a long ways from Grand Island, Nebraska to Richland Center, Wisconsin. So
no doubt.
So I got home. Got home about 10:30 in the morning. I slept until about noon and took a shower and pretended I wasn't tired all day yesterday. So it's all good.
So we have 3 weekends left, if you can believe that, in total. 3 weekends. We get this weekend off. Then we've got 2 weekends in a row. And then we get a little break till Lufkin, Texas. But that's all that's left. Hard to believe. I mean, we had 46 on the schedule starting out. We're down to 3. So 3 weekends. So
yeah. So
46 events. We're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're down to 5. So
let's. I got the flyer for Bedford because we're helping promote that one. Give me a second. That's going to be the State Line Showdown, I think he calls it, Roberts.
Yep.
So the semi trucks, if you're a promoter and you want the semi trucks, don't wait until January to tell Ron and Kurt. Get on it now, because they're already working on the schedule for next year already, guys. So.
Yeah, and it's going to be a little challenging for next year, no doubt. It's
what we talked about on the Badger State show last night too, Ron. It's hard because there's 5. Is there 5 Saturdays in August and only 4 in July, or is it the other way around?
I don't remember how that.
It's leap year because there's 29 days in February, and then that pushes everything back. Let's see here. I want to bring that poster up quick for Bedford. Let's see here.
I've been announcing that show for a few years. It's just been a brush pull. It wasn't an outlaw event, but they have a good show there. They have a good crowd, a good track, and a lot of pullers there. So that'll be a good one to go to also, the Bedford, Iowa event.
So Ron, I have not. I told you I had. Let's have a contest on the best trophy presentation comment. All right, Karen, go. What do you got?
Trophy presentation. Oh, I know what she's referring to. I don't know if you caught the R-rated comment that Justin made at Thunder by the River on Saturday night, but
I did not.
Maybe not R-rated, but I don't know. It caught me off. John actually apologized to me later on that night. That Justin said that, but that Justin, he's a little prankster. You got to watch him.
He's sneaky. Sneaky. So Ron, did I tell you, Ron, that I had an RC puller built of the Remedy in my 401?
You did tell. Oh, there it is. Let's see it.
So I had it built. A shout out to Octane Inc., who wrapped the big Remedy, the 401, who's owned by Tony McDonald now. I sold my chassis after I blew up in Wisner. Everybody knows I'm building Diesel Super once I can afford it. I'm taking donations and sponsorship. But Kyle Baraznik out of Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, with the Fox Valley RC pullers. And I haven't seen this thing in real life yet, honestly, Ron. I paid for it, and they shipped it right to him. And this was in Bowling Green, Ohio. So it turned out really good. And we posted a video on the Beer Money Pulling Team page tonight, but I wanted to show it to you guys.
I knew that. Hey, it's 2.5, trust me. They're 8.44 volts. And
so there is the Remedy RC puller, Ron. So
well, it wasn't. It wasn't true to life Remedy. I mean, there was no fireball at the end.
No $100,000 going out the stack. It was the left brake, Jason. Yeah. So Cody's still picking on me because when I drove the garden tractors in Wisner, I leaned the wrong way. Because I thought these guys were joking. So Saturday morning, they what do you call it? They kept telling me I was going to drive a garden tractor, and I thought they were joking. And they threw me on a little 1050 V twin one, a rowdy one, if you will. Greg Rested did, and I didn't. I knew. I've watched enough garden tractor videos, but Ron, when it was going left, I pushed down where my brakes are on the big tractor, and that was the accelerator, and I went, oh crap! And I had to lean to the right, but I leaned to the left, and then Bruce said I went out of balance, but I think
you really hooked it then, yeah.
Yeah, I think I kept it in balance. So, Cody, did you get down to Florida? Cody was supposed to go down for work to get ahead of the hurricanes because the company he works for flies all those drones for storm damage. So I don't know if he got down there or not. So I hope he's safe.
Yes, keep your head down there, Cody.
But shout out to I can't wait to see my RC puller in real life.
So that was an electric one.
Then. Yep. Yeah. I don't know. Somebody's just texted me asking about Meddings. I know they're getting their tin work redone on their Pro Stocks right now. So
what's going on with them?
They're just getting tin work done. They left their Louisville setups on. And they ran, I think, through Chapel Hill with the NTPA, but I haven't seen them out since then. But I know. I talked to Clint. They're getting a bunch of tin work done to the tractors with the intercoolers. Ron, there's a lot. They didn't have much room underneath to work on them, and they were getting some new tin work put on them. I don't think they're changing hoods or anything, Ron, but just maybe lengthen them, whatever. You'd have to ask Clint. But somebody that's watching the show right now just sent me a text message. So.
You know, and we're starting to get into a kind of the fun time of year when you start hearing rumors.
Yeah.
And people start saying the things they think they know, and sometimes we have surprises that people are actually successfully keep things under wraps. You know, we have Kurt Van Beek on. He'll just tell all the secrets to what's being built, even when it's supposed to be a secret. Just saying. So if you have something you want to keep it a secret, don't tell Kurt Van Beek
or Ron Stone.
I won't expose it myself. I'll do my best to get them to expose it. So that's the difference.
Okay, so Cody says Medians are working to get their hoods to electric lift, mostly to make it easier. Yeah, okay. I know Clint said it was just hard to work on them. So I'm going to show my video of me driving a garden tractor in Wisner Saturday morning. So there was a lot of people like, why didn't they advertise this more? And da-da-da-da-da. So not everybody knows, but Ron and I know. But Dave Novak was a big-time garden tractor puller before he had his 4-1s. And then they told the Western Iowa garden tractor pullers they had 2 hours. They had to be done by 11. So they didn't do a big advertisement about all of this. But they had 54 hooks that Saturday morning. It was fun. It was fun because once they started making noises, Ron, everybody kind of started crawling out of their trailers and their campers and their floaters because Wisner is a party, you guys. Wisner is a party. So.
On a green tractor, ladies and gentlemen. You don't see this every day. Jason Schultz is going to be driving a green tractor.
Wisner, Nebraska, baby. Thunder by the river.
This is awesome.
Narrating this every day.
No, you do not.
It's all good. He's even got green gloves. He takes that serious.
Yes. Yes, he does.
Serious. Hey, we got to put John Deere gloves on?
Hell yeah!
Let me run. I was telling the sled operator to let me run there, Ron. And then George Byer was yelling at me. And I said, this is the only way I could beat him would be in a garden tractor pull because I never beat him enough last year. So it's all good. But the old side piece over there cackling me from the side. So
let him run.
All right. So when you're gonna do this, when you're doing this, we'll get it started. You'll have her wound up tight, and you'll be letting the clutch out. Make sure you're 100% wound up, and you're letting the clutch out.
Okay.
You're gonna let this thing out. You're gonna let her out at 12,000 RPM.
okay.
All right. I'll get it shifted gear, and I'm gonna not grabbing your junk. Don't worry.
I'm not worried. Down at the end, just like normal.
Just push the clutch in, let the foot off the gas, and just like a big
I like
tractor.
the disclaimer. He lets you know he wasn't grabbing the junk.
Yeah, I'm not touching your junk, Jason. I said, okay, good. Thanks, Greg. I appreciate that. So. So, Ron, at this moment, I knew I leaned the wrong way. But you know what? I think I kept it in balance. I really do.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
Let's go back to Outlawed TV. So,
Camera was on the wrong side.
Yep.
That had to be fun.
Shout out to Greg for letting me do that. I've driven a mini rod now. I've driven a 2-wheel drive truck. I've driven obviously a hot farm. I drove my dad's super stock diesel once. So yeah, it's all good. And I've
driven a 4-wheel drive was the truck that I campaigned.
Yep.
Super Street. I'd driven a light modified turbine tractor and a light limited pro. And Tom Myers promised me I was going to drive the Agent Orange, but I think he was really drunk that night, so I don't think he remembers.
So when somebody's hammered and they're doing that, you have to I need you to write this down. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even bring it up to him again. I thought when I saw him, I wonder if he remembers telling me that because he told me over and over that I was going to drive it. I think it was Britt where I was supposed to drive it, but I think he forgot about it.
I'd like to see you drive a 4-wheel drive truck again. I'm not saying You cost somebody a second to a third points thing, didn't you? Was that Meister's tractor?
Yeah. You know, he says it's no big deal, and he said there's no way of telling, but obviously he knows the tractor better than me, and you know, you never know what somebody's brakes are like either on a tractor when you go from one tractor to the next. You know,
right?
So you might mash on one brake on one tractor and it doesn't respond much. You might get on another and you get a lot of response. So
right,
I mashed on it a little too hard, a little too many times when it was headed for the left side, but. Yeah, I cost him second place, I think, in points that Spencer that year.
Hey, Ricky Bobby said it best, Ron. If you're not first, you're last.
Right? Okay, first, you're last.
Okay, so weekend off for the Outlaws, and then we go Unionville Friday night, Buckner Saturday night. So that's the 8th and the 9th. Or is that the 7th and the 8th?
No, it's was it 9th and 10th or 8th and 9th? Let's look at the app.
Yeah. It is Friday the 8th, Saturday. So Friday the 8th in Unionville, then Buckner is the 9th. Then we go to Bedford. Yep. Do we have anything on the 15th? Is it Bedford, Iowa on the 16th, and then we go right into Spencer?
Yeah, Bedford on the Saturday the 16th, State Line Showdown, then 2 sessions at Spencer the next day. Most of our points finales will take place there.
How far is Bedford, Iowa to Spencer, Iowa?
It's a pretty good little haul. 4 or 5 hours, I think.
3 hours and 40 minutes.
Oh, is that all? 3 and 40?
Well, it's 192 miles. It's straight north. Ooh, that's going to be a fun Outlaw TV weekend. Because isn't there like a noon session or a 1 o'clock?
1 o'clock at Spencer, yeah.
We're going to have to get up early and boogie. Hurry. Spencer's a big fair, right? Big, isn't it like one of the biggest county fairs?
Clay County, yeah, it's a big one. Clay County Fair up there. It's a big deal.
Do they have pork chops on a glove, Ron? Pork chops on a glove. So.
Isn't that Lamar's that does that?
You were, God, where were you that weekend? We had to split up that weekend. You stayed in Missouri. You did like Warrensburg.
Went to Warrensburg.
Yeah. Ron?
Yeah, we split it.
I might have partaken at least 3 or 4 of them pork chops on the glove.
Did you? I forget where it was. We had a pork chop on a stick last year. But Kurt was like buying everybody a pork chop on a stick.
Dave Nelson's kid, Mason, and I took him and Kaya out. And I did a video of him on the Outlaw page eating his pork chop on the glove. But I'm telling you guys, that's the best freaking pork chop I've ever had in my life. Ever. It was amazing. So.
Yeah, so 3 big weekends left, guys. Lufkin, Texas, of course, being the last one. That'll be a fun show down there. Always is down there. And we will be live streaming that one this year. We had all intentions of live streaming it last year, but we had no idea how bad the cell service was down there. And our live streams up to this point, up to this year, was all done through cell signal. And there was none to be had there. It was very sketchy. We used 3 or 4 different cell companies and still could not get a good signal. So this year we'll have Starlink rolling down there and we'll be good to go.
Marty Samuelson, Mr. Ravenna. He's not in Ravenna tonight. He's in Western Idaho. So
Idaho. Yeah. Dick Blake Spore says the Plymouth County Fair in Lamar's, that's your pork chop in a glove.
Like, I seriously, if I could open a mortgage shop in Lamar's, I would move there just to, it'd be closer to work for the tractor pulling season and for the pork chop on the glove. So if I could get a USA mortgage shop open out there.
Good stuff. So you've got the West Coast show tomorrow night, right?
Yeah, we do them every other Wednesday, and we do Live with Lissetto at 7, and then 8 p.m. Central is the West Coast show.
Good deal.
Breaking news, Ron. You ready for this? Thunder by the River, Wisner, Nebraska, just hired the Beer Money Pulling Team to run all their social media all year round.
Ooh.
They just had a board meeting. Morgan just texted me. So thank you. You guys made the right decision. Thunder by the River. We're going to take their social media to the next level. The next level. I'm going to put their page up here right now for everybody to give it a like. We have 5,700 followers, Ron. We're going to take it to the next level. Thunder by the River. You can help me too, Ron, because you're on that page.
Yep.
Good deal. But they had a meeting tonight, so it makes me happy. So
So yeah, stay tuned every Tuesday night, folks. 7 p.m. Central every Tuesday. We're gonna.
So during the off season, so what have we done the last couple winters? We just kind of we always had a puller on, right? Like a young gun or a legend, or did we do that?
Young guns or a points champ. We'll try to go through all the points champions. Week by week, get as many on as we can. We'll do some stuff before, of course, the Farm Machinery Show, leading up to it. Highlighting our pullers, going to that, and definitely try to get our legends and our young guns and any new news, any new events that pop up, any breaking news. We'll obviously highlight those events every Tuesday. At Spencer, go to the Pork Producers Lunch Stand and you will find an awesome chop as well.
Ooh, Pam Shellham coming in from Madison, South Dakota with the
Is that the same group at the Iowa State Fair, the Pork Producers? Because they had pretty good chops there.
Did we, when you and I went to Hairball with the Coltrane guys, we got yelled at by that cop for riding wheelies on the golf cart? Do you remember that, Ron?
Yes.
This year? We got to blame Trey for that, though. He's the one who wanted to do the wheelie, remember? So.
I'm sure we left a shower of sparks. It was pretty easy to.
Well, with him and I sitting on the back, and he's like,
it was dark, and Trey's like, we can do a wheelie.
And the cop said, you boys shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be doing that. And Ryan Loganville was just kind of giggling. So
yeah, they didn't like that too well.
Again, all of us were very sober, I promise.
We were at that point, yeah.
Yep. Hairball was a good band, though.
Yeah, that's fun. That's fun. That was a great crowd there too for it.
Oh my goodness, crazy! State fairs are fun. I didn't get a chance to really get out and enjoy the Nebraska State Fair like I got to do the Iowa State Fair, but it looked like huge like carnival and all that stuff. Ron, like just, I mean, it's got to be. It's a state fair. So
yeah, I think.
Did you pull out of the pits then and go up? Where did you camp at that night?
I pulled out into the pit area because they were going to block off that infield. Yep. So yeah, I had to pack it in and pull out to the pits and literally just went to bed. Didn't go out to the fair. I think last year, Will and I ventured out into the fair, partook in some fair food, which I like to do from time to time.
I'm feeling like a corn dog right now. Ron would be really freaking good.
I'll check that out there. If folks didn't see that at Wisner this year, he destroyed both turbines, destroyed the gearbox and the rear end in that tractor in one pass there at Wisner.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring that video up because I was at my dad's because Grandma's funeral was the next day, but you were right, the wheel locked up. I'm gonna bring that up on Outlaw TV here.
Yeah, you had the planetary locked up on the left rear, and it was chain reaction after that. Look, you can see a little fire down in there. Huh.
Where's all the tech officials with their stop fires?
Yeah, they're usually right on top of that, but it's kind of hidden down in there.
Cactus Jack's Barbecue would have been the place to go in GI, Grand Island. Thank you, Marty. That would have been nice to know a couple days ago, Marty. Right, Ron?
Yeah.
Marty.
I think he would have given us a hint or something before Sunday.
Because Marty watches the show every Tuesday night. He's Mr. Ravenna. That's his new nickname, Mr. Ravenna. Actually, Marty, you have to change your name on Facebook to Mr. Ravenna. The mayor of Ravenna, Nebraska. Let's see here.
What's that, Jason?
Ron, I promise you, this is just the algorithm
doing
that here. So that's I'm not too embarrassed. A little bit, I guess. I'm not worried. Well, they're in the hot tub. Yep, that's good stuff there, Ron. Let's see here. I do want to bring up that quick. What's the wildest right? Last question of the night. What was the Pierce, Nebraska has great salsa? Yes, Russ Dostal makes some good salsa. Not as good as my wife's Russ because I want to stay married, but it's damn good salsa. Ron, that was Thursday night at Thunder by the River, right? The turbine.
Was it Thursday night?
I feel like did the light limited mods pull Thursday night and Saturday night?
I'm gonna look right now and make sure.
Could you go to the Outlaw app for me, buddy?
That's what I'm doing, right? Yep, it was Thursday night.
Okay, so State Fair, Wednesday the 17th. Were light limited mods pretty early? Yep, they were. What was the craziest ride you saw this season on an outlaw vehicle, Ron, or anybody watching? Biggest wild ride of the season. We'll put a video together here at the end of the season when we get time. We're going to be catching up on winter videos and winter posts, and you're going to people are going to be like, why are they posting winter videos in December? Because that's when we have time. I'm not going to lie.
There were quite a few wild rides this year. Nothing stands out in my mind, honestly. But
Taylor Van Beek in Texas.
Yeah, that was a fire show. Sure.
Okay, was it before Meyer or was it before or after, Ron? Do you remember?
Yeah, I don't know what the order was, so I'm not certain.
Okay, there's Eleanor. I'll zoom around a little bit. There's Dalton. Oh, we gotta watch this because I love the sound of Allison's.
One of the really cool things I've noticed you'll see here at Wisner is your track. Every single one of these vehicles is an Oliver, a Coxsud, a Minneapolis Moline, a White, all out of the same family.
Could you guys hear that sound? I know, Ron, could you hear the sound of the Allison?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Okay, I just want to well, sometimes if I don't turn the sound on, it'll get goofy on me. Aaron Fuchs says, was the Outlaw sled built brand new this year, or did it used to be a different sled? I don't know the answer to that question, Ron. Do you?
I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you. Dale Bartels says, the mean farmer. Which ride are you referring to, Dale Bartels? You're referring to...
At Rock Valley.
The two-wheel drive.
Yeah. The yellow
that's the one that that's the only one I can think of that's the only one I remember seeing all year where you could literally see daylight under all four. He's talking Mean Farmer, naturally aspirated two-wheel drive.
Yep. Rock Valley. Yeah, Lissetto says Rock Valley. How many hooks does Heartland have left?
You know what I'm doing right now?
You going to the Outlaw app?
I'm going to the Outlaw app.
That's like my favorite thing to say with you. Hey, do you have the Outlaw app yet?
I mean, it is like the coolest thing since sliced bread.
Two. No, it's one of the things that you and Kurt hear the most from when pullers from other associations come pull with the Outlaws. That Outlaw app is so cool. That's Brian.
See. They have.
I love Brian. I love Brian Furr's helmet. He's got his nitro helmet on like the top fuel guys wear.
2 events left for Heartland.
Heartland. Yep.
September 2nd, that's this Saturday in Guthrie Center, Iowa. And then September 17th, that's a Sunday in Mitchell, Nebraska. So they had a lot of events this year too. They're pretty worn out, I think. Greg's usually pretty fired up by the beginning of the season. I think he's wearing down on us a little bit. See how he's doing tomorrow night on his show.
Yeah, he'll be fine. He's tough. He's tough like you, Ron. Okay, so must have been earlier in the class. Here's opening ceremonies. Was he right away, you think, Ron?
Yeah, I don't know.
Public
I think that was their first one, yeah.
There's peer pressure, right?
Yes.
I'll find it. We gotta watch it. There we go. Okay.
And
I love it, Ron, when you can see the
Twin T50
and you're considering the big screen. Get the big screen. It's so cool.
It adds so much to a show. It really does. And when you see that high definition video on it, it's beautiful. I mean, really, it's cool to see.
Yeah.
And if you don't have the best seat, I mean, like if you're down at 300 feet because you want to be there at the finish line and you have a big screen, you get to see what's happening, a better view at the big screen. And I'll do that sometimes announcing. If I'm down by 300, I'll watch the big screen to watch the first half of the track, and then I'll look over at the track to see the rest of it.
So Pam must be talking about the app, except when everyone is hooked up to it and won't load the distances. I think that's internet again, Pam. I feel like if the internet's good, it'll load, won't it, Ron?
Yeah, and if there are internet issues, it may be slow. And then, of course, if you're at an event like Wisner, if you're at an event that has a lot of people that are using their cell phones, it does.
Or Madison, South Dakota.
It puts a drag on cell service.
I had horrible cell phone service out there, Pam. I don't think South Dakota likes U.S. Cellular at all. So,
yeah, the more people you have drawing off of a cell signal, it weakens it for everybody.
Ron, do you have AT&T or who do you have?
I have T-Mobile.
And that's better because last year you had somebody else. You had some bad service at times.
It was better this year.
Was it?
But yeah.
With the Gremlins being out tonight,
I'm gonna wait for. I can hear the turbine in the background.
Twin T53 L11 turbines, pure pressure. Whoa! Wow, never seen that happen on one of these turbines before. But
and when did you say "doggone it," Ron? That's your tagline.
Maybe during the replay I did.
Okay.
Rear end locked up. The rear end locked up on the tractor.
I'm gonna have to get like
the back turbine came apart.
I'm gonna get 3 cell phone carriers next year for Outlaw season. Okay, so and have them all. Because I'm serious. You would think these cell phones, they got us addicted to them. It's like crack. Yeah. Gotta have our cell phone, but need more of that white stuff.
Gonna need the lift down here once again. The rear end is locked up. Ron,
for those of you watching, what's a favorite thing that Ron Stone says as an announcer that you guys like? Mine is doggone it. When you're a puller and Ron Stone says doggone it, you did not have a good night. So I want to know, for you fans that are watching right now, tell us. I want to know.
I just heard a song this weekend called "Doggone It."
Doggone it.
It's I don't know if you heard of this guy that came out. He's out of Virginia, and he just has a resonator guitar, and it's just like him singing in the woods, and literally recorded this song about the government, and it's like went #1 on the charts this past week. Oliver Anthony, have you heard of that song he had out? But he's got a song called "Doggone It." I thought of you whenever I heard that.
Doggone it. Ron, and I'm being dead serious about this one. Well, I do want to know what your favorite Ron Stone sayings. Mine's doggone it. And then number 2, how hard would it be to have some sound effects next year? Like a sound box to hook up to a mixer board. I don't want to complicate stuff because I've seen some of the mixer boards we've had to hook up to this year. But if we could play like a crowd applause or like a woo woo or uh-oh or something like that, that'd be fun. There's got to be something like that, Ronald. So.
Oh, I'm sure.
I want to give it to Lori and Julie and let them do the sound effects. So
what's Marty talking about? A casino in Grand? No, we didn't go to the casino, Marty.
We only go to the casino with the Texas guys. That's they like to go. So, but no, I didn't have time, dude. You and I rolled into Grand Island about 1 and set up, and we boogied out that night. So, because we were in Madison, South Dakota the night before.
Yeah, I debated on whether to leave that night or not. And the longer I sat there and debated, the more tired I got. So I just went to bed.
But if you're a fan and you want a fun weekend, that's a fun weekend, that Madison, South Dakota, Grand Island, Nebraska thing. Because all the stuff at that Prairie Village you can do during the day. Like, you want to talk about 1800s to today, where you go from a 3 horsepower tractor out there plowing the field to a 5,000 horsepower alcohol super stock. So it was kind of fun to see that all in the same area. And like Ron said, the vehicles that they cruise around in, I did see the airport tug. And Ron, as I'm coming up, I had to stop and wait for the old steam engine or the coal train semi or the train to go by.
Yeah, that's cool.
Never seen anything like that. That was a wild ride over there on the red side. Haley Spatansky on the Super 10 went 292.41, 292.41.
Now, this is something I've never experienced. I've seen it before, watching it on TV, but I've never seen it live. I've never seen a turbine blow or expire out here on the track.
Expire. Okay, that's a good. I like that.
You can see the oil under the motor, under that back motor. I want to see the replay here. Once she brings the replay up, you can see the rear end locked up first.
Yeah, after watching the replay, it looked like it was just the left side, and I think they said the planetary locked up, and then it was chain reaction from there.
Yeah, right before it went, it said no more.
You watch the back tires. They lock up first, right there. They locked up. And the back turbine said, I'm out of here. No more of this tractor pulling stuff for me. Put me back in a helicopter. That's where I came from.
Ron, so is that one of those issues where, you know, when you bring movement to a stop like that, that power's looking for somewhere to go. It can't transfer to the rear end. It's only got one place to escape, so it just shot where it could and let loose right up there in the front of the turbine.
Yeah, it's you know, there's kind of an inside joke between the turbine guys and the piston guys. You know, the piston guys are always adjusting valves and fixing things and adjusting fuel and things like that for the atmospheric.
That was the second planetary you broke this year.
Yeah, I see that. Huh.
The crowd in Grand Island was awesome. Marty must not have been on the show right away. He's out there in Idaho. It's like 3:00 in Idaho, isn't it, Ron, right now?
West Coast. Yeah, it's out there on Pacific time.
3 nights. Do you think there's here? Hold on.
Look at that. Stop that right there. That's cool.
Oh, but look at Tammy's face. That's money.
Look at her hands.
I love it.
Just save that screenshot and send it to Tammy.
Hold on.
There, we need one of those bubbles above her head. What's Tammy saying right now? We need to do.
Yeah, I'm actually. Let's do this more. Just go around and start hitting pause on our shows. I'm gonna do that. That was a total accident, but that's funny as all heck. I don't care who you are. So,
what's Tammy saying here?
Richard. But here's a. Oh, you can't make. I'm saving this for the banquet. This is money. I'm just trying to show the skybox is behind.
Yeah.
And people, when you're at an outlaw pull, we're gonna put you on the TV. Just saying. So.
What Kool-Aid flavor did you want?
Burgundy.
Tammy is. She's a master mixologist. Tammy is. Yeah, we could do that at the banquet as a little funny section. Yep. Put the bubbles above their heads. What's Tammy saying, or what's she thinking? Oh, she's happy there. That was quick.
Oh,
very distressed for a moment. Now she's perfectly content.
So there's the awesome skyboxes there in Wisner, and that is so cool. And they're on both sides, but that's the big side there. And those were pretty much full all 3 sessions, Ron, because this is Thursday night we're showing right now, Thunder by the River. So.
And when they said they were putting those in, I thought, yeah, that's cool. But when I got there Wednesday night, I walked up. First thing I did was walked up in those boxes, and yeah, they're pretty awesome. They're pretty awesome.
Let's keep messing with Tammy a little bit because we can. Let's see here. So she must have been reacting to somebody's pass. Oh, Grizz. I lost it. We'll mess with her another day. So 3 nights at Wisner. How many 3-day shows do we have now, Ron, for the Outlaws? Is Wisner the only one?
What's that?
Wisner, is that the only 3-day show we have? Wisner? Rock Valley?
Rock Valley had 2 days, but 3 sessions. But yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm out of things to talk about, Mr. Stone. I don't know where you at.
No, I'm good. We can call it a night. It's
yeah, we're coming up on 2 hours. Wow, it goes fast, just like our summer.
Yeah, sure enough.
It's after 9. Stone, it's after 9.
I know, buddy. Let's call it a night. Look at all the people still watching too. Thanks everybody for
yeah, this is great. Okay, So I'm going to play Outlaw TV for 10, 15 minutes. You guys tell me which one of the season you want to see. I'll bring it up for y'all. So tell me right now in the comments where you want me to go back to, what night, what session. I'll go find it. And then Ron and I will retire. And Rock Valley was cold on Friday when it got over. Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
It was cold.
That was unseasonably cold for early July, no doubt.
That was good for sweatshirt sales. Thank you to everybody who bought a Beer Money Pulling Team sweatshirt that night. We appreciate you. And what is your favorite class to watch? What is your favorite class to watch? Well, I love diesel super stocks. We just need more of them.
That's a loaded question. That's like when
I don't think you should ever answer that, Ron, as an announcer.
And I don't know if I could.
No.
And it's just like, I'm a musician too, and people always ask me, what's your favorite song to play? That's like, I can't answer that. There's too many.
I would say the light limited mod class for me, Ron, was, as a camera guy this year, was fun. Just because of the Allisons and all the different combinations.
Variety. Yeah. So much variety.
I think that's, because Dalton Henry's set up. I don't know him as well as you do.
And I heard a comment on Sunday. I'm not going to say who said it, but it was in reference to Wes Seaver's tractor.
Yeah.
The diesel light modified. Said, do you think it runs this year or wait till next year?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Burgundy Freeze light supers when we actually run. Yeah, that's harsh but true. Pam Sheldon 540. Well, that's a homer question, Pam. We knew you were going to say that. So. Chris Pierce says the 4-1's getting more and more interesting too. Yeah. Light
Zuckerberg, our German buddy. Yeah.
He always comes in about this time of night. He likes it when we go late. So, well, I'm ready to wrap her up. Thank you for watching Outlawed with Ron Stone every Tuesday night, 7 o'clock. You can listen to this too. It's on iTunes and Spotify. It's under the Let's Grow Pulling brand, but you just search for Outlawed Live, and you will find all of our episodes the last 2 years on the podcast as well as an audio version. So just if you're at work tomorrow and you're like, hey, I want to listen to Ron talk because I miss him, you just plug your earphones in and listen away. So that's why Ron and I put these comments on the screen like this and we read them, because for people that are watching the podcast, they can't see the video, so they don't know what questions are responding to. So that's why Ron and I try to do that a lot. So have they
let's throw the super fan QR code up there? If we can, folks, get entered in this contest. Super cool things at Case IH. There's 2 contests Case IH has going this year. They have the 100 years contest with Farmall as well. Go to caseih.com for that.
Hold on. I'm getting it.
Contest. But that's all right. You're good.
No, I want to do it. I want to do it, Ron. I want to do my job.
Right.
Here we go. Outlawpulling.com. Put that in the comments. Right there, bud.
I thought I had the QR code downloaded on here too.
Did you?
No, you're good. You're good. But this is the website. This is the other way that you can enter the contest. You go to outlawpulling.com, as Jason just did. Scroll down to the bottom of the homepage and scroll down just a little bit more so that where they click. You already clicked on it. Or is that it? There you go. Register to win. There you go. That's on the homepage, outlawpulling.com. Almost forgot our contest winners. We've been on for 2 hours.
Yeah, buddy.
Sheesh. So I'm going to pull those up. We have 2 winners of the banners for this weekend. In addition to the 6 grand prizes, folks going to the Case IH experience in racing the beautiful state of Wisconsin. We also are giving away these championship banners that we have all our winners sign at every event, and Case IH Outlaw hats. And that's what we're going to give away right now. So I'm going to pull these names up here. From Clara at Case IH. She sends me these every Monday or Tuesday. So you'll have to excuse me. I'll have to put on my spectacles.
It's because you're getting old.
And older, Mm-hmm. So the winner of the championship Case IH banner from Saturday at Prairie Village, South Dakota is Nathan Johnson of Johnstown, Nebraska. Congratulations, Nathan Johnson.
Nathan Johnson from Johnstown?
Nathan Johnson from Johnstown.
Did he plan that, you think?
I don't know. Would have been better if it was like Nathan Johnson from Johnson City or something like that.
There you go.
There you go. Then the banner from Sunday at the Great Nebraska State Fair is Lana Hettinga.
You better spell that for me there, boss.
Like Hettinga.
Hettinga.
I'm sorry, it's not Lana, it's Lane. So
Lane, Lane.
Yeah, I need thicker spectacles, I think.
Spell the last name again, bud.
Hettinga. From Orange City, Iowa.
Isn't that where Kaiser Wheels is from?
Is it Orange City?
That's out by Rock Valley.
I'm not sure. And then the winner of the Case IH Outlaw autographed hat is Cecilia Sampson.
Whew. Spell it.
From Freestat, Missouri.
Is it Cecile or
Ceil? Jeez.
LLE?
No. Cecilia.
Cecilia. Last name?
Sam Son.
Okay, from where? Fremont, Missouri?
From Freestat, Missouri. Freistatt. Oh, Cecilia, you're breaking my heart.
Breaking my confidence daily.
You know the words to that song?
Everybody knows the words to that song, Ron.
Why did it just popped up as soon as I read her name?
Yeah, that's called muscle memory.
Oh, I have muscle memory. Awesome.
In your brain.
There's a lot of stuff going on up there.
I don't give you a lot of compliments, but you're pretty freaking good at announcing tractor pulls.
I appreciate it. But yeah, enter the Superfan contest. We're also going to put up, if we can find it here, I downloaded all that stuff onto the Let's Go Pulling show.
Did you? And the overlays?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to disagree with you.
Really?
Yeah. I don't see him, Ron.
I saw it in there earlier, and I thought I don't have to download that. Maybe it's a background.
Okay. These are the winner names or the
actual QR code.
Is it this one?
Yeah. Where?
This?
Maybe that's it.
That's in the overlay.
Okay. We'll go with that tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, go to outlawpulling.com, get entered in that on the homepage. And then also go to caseih.com/farmall and enter that 100 years contest, celebrating 100 years of Farmall this year.
They have two contests?
We're giving away a Case Utility 75C tractor and $15,000.
So, there's two things going on. I didn't know that. I've heard you talking about it, but it never registered.
Two different contests going on from Case IH. So very cool. Very cool. Look at that guy. Look at him smiling there. Got a Remedy shirt on and a Coltrane energy drink.
Owns a couple 4-1s and a light super.
I think he finds life a little less stressful running 2 4-1s.
They're having awesome seasons, both those tractors.
Heck yeah, they are. Lane having an excellent he's in the top 5 and
I would say he's got to be a candidate for Rookie of the Year, don't you think?
I would say so. Yeah.
Do we have a Rookie of the Year with the Outlaws?
Yes, we do. I think we had a tie last year. Who won the Rookie of the Year last year? It was a tie. Oklahoma.
Dusty Berry.
Dusty Berry tied with Case and Petch, I think.
Yep.
They tied for Rookie of the Year. Where is Dusty Berry? Saw him. Somebody said he was at Mound City.
Yeah, I think so. You went and watched.
Kansas.
He watches the live streams a lot because he'll text me. So.
Now, somebody said, now, of course, you know how pulling rumors go. Somebody said he was there looking at Pro Stock 4-wheel-drive pickups.
I don't know. I heard he was building a Pro Stock tractor. That's what I heard.
I don't know. You never know. Oh, and I did hear the rumor today, and it's not true. It's not
Well,
true,
we should say it anyway.
that Kurt Van Beek is not selling the Outlaws.
Yeah, I heard that rumor.
Not getting divorced.
Yeah, so yeah, I love. Yeah, the rumor was that. Yeah, and that if he didn't sell the Outlaws, and that was dumping his ass. So that's a rumor. Okay, she loves Kurt and she loves tractor pulling. So.
Yep, pulling rumors. It's.
I actually think he had to make that announcement at the drivers' meeting in South Dakota.
Yeah, he asked me if I'd heard it, and I was like, you know what? I said, I haven't heard that one yet, but I did hear it today. So someone asked me if it was true, and I was like, no.
Logan, do you want to say goodbye to the Outlaw Nation? Come here, buddy.
Logan's been good to me. He's been very good.
Yeah. This is the dog that you guys hear barking. Hi, buddy. How are you? Want to say hi? Can you say hi to everybody?
Logan.
Look at Ron.
Logan.
You see yourself? You don't know what to think of that, do you? Yeah, you're my buddy. You're my buddy. All right,
buddy.
Let's go to bed.
Yep. Thank you. Thanks, everyone, for watching. We appreciate you. Tune in live next Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Outlawed Live with Ron Stone and my gracious co-host, Jason Schultz.
Perfect. I'm waiting for Logan to look at the camera. There he is.
Logan.
Ron, say his name again.
Logan. He's like, get me the heck out of here.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Peace.